All right, let's kick things off with a simple thought experiment. We're going to take an object that's probably super familiar to you, a radio, and use it to unlock a pretty profound idea about reality itself and our tiny little place in it all.
Seems like a really simple question, right? You turn a knob and boom, music fills the room. But have you ever actually stopped to think about it? I mean, where was that music a second before you heard it? Did the radio just create it out of thin air? The answer to that question is pretty much the key to this whole thing.
Well, the truth is, the music was already there. Yeah, really. Right now, in the very room you're in, the air is just buzzing with this invisible symphony of radio waves. It's like this constant, silent broadcast from thousands of stations all playing at once. And yet, you don't hear a thing, do you? It's just silence. To our plain old human senses, this massive flood of information doesn't exist. It's there, but for us, it might as well not be. Why? Because we're missing the one crucial piece of the puzzle. A receiver. Okay, so this leads us to our first big idea, a world already here. And this is all about a fundamental shift in how we think. The goal isn't to create something new, but to reveal what's already there. So let's walk through how this works from silence to sound. First, you've got these invisible waves, right? They're filling the space all around us. Second, we hear nothing. Zip. Our senses just aren't built to pick them up. That's where step 3 comes in. The receiver, the radio, tunes into one single specific frequency. And finally, boom, the sound is revealed. The key thing to get here is that the radio doesn't make the music. It just makes the invisible audible. It's revealing a little slice of a reality that was there the whole time. And that right there perfectly nails the core idea. The radio's like a key. It's just unlocking a sound that was always there, waiting. It's not magic, not at all. It's just having the right tool to perceive what's already here. All right, now let's take this simple but powerful idea and scale it way, way up. We're moving on to tuning into reality, and we're going to dive into the Huayan world, a fascinating concept from Korean Buddhist philosophy. So, this is where the analogy really starts to click. Those invisible radio waves we talked about, in Huayan philosophy, that's literally everything, all the phenomena in the entire universe. And the specific frequency you tune into, that's your own personal reality, your unique conditions, your circumstances, your karma. And the radio, the receiver itself, well, that's you. That's your consciousness, your very capacity to perceive the world. And all this leads us to what's called the Huayan world. Now, this isn't some far-off mystical place. It's a description of our reality, right here, right now. It's a world where everything and everyone, every event, every single thought exists all at once, and it's all deeply, deeply connected. The main takeaway is this wild idea. One is all, and all is one. So think about your own life for a second, your personal reality. From this perspective, everything you see, hear, and feel, it's just one station that you happen to be tuned into. But there are countless other stations, other realities, other lives, all playing out at the exact same time, in the exact same space. You just can't perceive them. Okay, so how on earth do you even begin to visualize something like that? Everything coexisting, all interconnected. Well, for that, let's look at this incredible metaphor, Indra's net. It's like seeing a universe in a single jewel. So picture this, a giant cosmic net stretching out to infinity in every direction. And at every single knot, at every intersection of the threads, there's a perfect shining jewel. But here's the mind-bending part. If you were to look into any one of those jewels, you would see the reflection of every other jewel in the entire infinite net. The implications of that are just huge. It means that each individual part, each jewel, actually contains the whole. The entire universe is reflected in a single point. So what does that really mean? It means nothing exists in isolation, not a single thing. Everything is defined by how it relates to everything else. One is all, and all is one. Okay, so let's pull this out of the ancient and into the now. Let's bring it back to our daily lives. We need to ask, what's your frequency? How does any of this apply to our world of smartphones and nonstop information? What's our modern-day radio? Think about it like this. An event happens on the other side of the world. For you, right here, in that instant, it basically doesn't exist. It's not part of your reality.
Then you pick up your smartphone, your personal little receiver, you open an app, and suddenly that event is instantly real for you. It just entered your world.
And here's the crucial part again. The phone didn't create that event, right? It was already happening. Your phone just gave you the power to tune in to that specific frequency of information. You just gained access to a reality that was there the whole time. Now, this idea gets even bigger. What about all the things we don't have a device for? I'm talking about the true feelings in another person's mind, or the subtle flow of the universe, or the complex web of karma and destiny. It's possible that these things are just as real as any news event, but we just don't have the right receiver to tune into them. And maybe that's just the human condition, you know? Our senses, our consciousness, it's all just one kind of receiver. And by default, it's tuned to a very, very narrow frequency, the station of me, the station of my own survival, my own perspective. Which brings us to a really stunning conclusion. We often feel like the world is missing something, you know? That there are these empty spaces in our experience. But this way of thinking flips that completely on its head. The world isn't empty at all. It's overwhelmingly full. It's just too full for us to contain, packed with so many overlapping realities that our brains just can't process it all. So that leaves us with one final big question. If your reality, everything you know, everything you see and feel, is just one station on the dial, what other worlds, what other unheard symphonies are playing right now all around you that you're just not perceiving?